focus on crypto and retail. This is the future, how we'll be paying for things, from what I understand. And Jess Houlgrave is with us, CEO of WalletConnect. So thank you so much. We're talking about a partnership of stablecoin payments to be used worldwide. Right now, I don't know anybody who goes into a retailer and uses stablecoin. However, I know and I believe that I guess this is going to be our future. Tell us how and why, Jess.
So over the last few years, stablecoins has been a really big topic. These are crypto assets, but that are backed one-to-one with a fiat currency, often US dollars. And more people are holding them. In fact, about 50% of crypto holders between the age of 18 and 34 hold stablecoins, and they want to do things with them. They're getting paid in them, they're traveling globally with them, they want to be able to spend them. So our partnership with Ingenico, which is a global payments company, is going to allow those people to pay in-store. These are at point-of-sale devices that we're all familiar with when we walk into a clothes shop or a coffee store, and we're going to be able to start paying with crypto. We've already seen the numbers increasing with online payments. A lot of e-commerce companies now offer crypto payments, and this is going to let us do it in physical locations.
So where are people getting paid in stablecoin? So when you say people are being paid in stable, where is that? I mean, I see the point-of-sale video and the action that's happening that's real. Where are people getting paid in stablecoin mostly?
We're seeing this trend in a number of different locations. So Latin America is a really popular one where people are working remotely, for example, for a US company. They're being paid in dollars, but they don't want to be receiving their monthly salary in the local currency. Similarly, for people who are working internationally, often they're opting to be paid in stable coins. And a lot of people in the world who their local currency maybe isn't as stable, want to hold US dollars. And stablecoin is a really easy and effective way that they can have that exposure. But then the question is, how do they spend that and how do they use that? And that's what we're here to solve.
And what are they saying at the National Retail Federation at the big show? Are they also acknowledging, this partnership that you have and that this is how we're doing this?
I think if you're a merchant, so you're a retailer, your plan should be to accept payments from anywhere. In the same way that you don't say, I'm only going to accept Visa payments but not MasterCard payments.
Right.
You want to enable anyone to come into your store and pay with what they want to pay with. That's meeting the customer kind of where they are. And so for a retailer, as long as it's easy for you and it doesn't disrupt your operations, there's no reason not to add this. And that's what we're trying to get to, is to make sure that for a retailer, it's an obvious thing to enable. So we've seen a lot of interest this week at the NRF, which has been an amazing show. People coming by, they're seeing this.
Right.
They already maybe have customers coming in and asking to pay with crypto. So this is what we're going to try and give them.
Yeah, you talked about the point of sale terminals, the WalletConnect Pay, and how the customers scan, get approved, and how it all goes. But in the meantime here, I was also looking that you wanted to make the point that this is not a crypto debit card. It's different. It's a wallet to merchant. Could you explain that?
So 2025 saw this incredible growth of crypto credit or debit cards. So what this flow allows is for an end user to pay with stablecoins or with crypto. That's the problem that we're also trying to solve. But the way that flow works is it converts it into fiat and goes through the incumbent flow, through Visa or MasterCard. So the merchant doesn't get any benefit from the end user paying in crypto. Contrarily, with our flow, the merchant is getting much lower fees and much faster settlement time, because the end-to-end flow is managed on these new modern rails, which are much faster and more effective. So we're delivering the benefit to the merchant as well as letting the end user spend.
What about overall trends that you're seeing in crypto? I mean, everybody talks about Bitcoin the most, which has had a hard time even holding 90,000 of late, didn't have a particularly great year in comparison to the Mag 7 or the major averages. What do you see for crypto trends?
So I think here we have to distinguish between crypto as an asset class that people are investing in and crypto as a technological solution that people are building on. In terms of the asset class, this is something that's always been relatively volatile. Last year we saw that in action. But as a blockchain technology that really underpins that, that's where I think we're seeing real adoption. And the Genius Act and other legislation brought in by the new administration has really unlocked the doors for corporates to get comfortable with dealing with this as a technology. And we've seen institutions moving this from like a proof of concept in their innovation team to embedding it in their product. They're delivering crypto wallets to end users. They're allowing their partners to invest in crypto, hold crypto. And I think that's the real shift, is at the technological level rather than the asset class.
And so since this really is the way that we're seeing a lot of things that are going to work in the future, and you said that retailers don't necessarily have to be crypto people, but it's going to be beneficial because people will want to pay in stablecoin. So how does someone get started to do this? Let's say I'm traveling internationally and I want to do this. I use Visa, MasterCard, and American Express, right? So how does someone get started on this?
So we're finding really two ways that people are getting started. One is that they're already in crypto, they already hold these crypto assets, and the beauty with WalletConnect Pay is it works with any wallet. So it doesn't matter what you're already using, you can use that wallet in store. It's really important that we don't only allow some wallets. The second way is that people are realizing, oh, I'm traveling to a different country, I'm going to get better rates, more opportunity to spend, it's going to be easier if I onboard with a new payment method.
Right.
Often you see this, I did it when I went to Argentina last year. I had to start using Mercado Pago because my Visa card hardly works anywhere there. So people are consciously thinking, I may need a new payment method, and then they're having to open a wallet and get started. But I think the real unlock is going to come because we're seeing a big trend for fintechs, neobanks, and banks to provision their end users with a crypto wallet. So I think before long, your bank will give you a crypto wallet, and then you can use that to hop your stablecoins.
It's amazing. Jess Houlgrave, I hope you come back and speak with us again, CEO of WalletConnect. As this continues to grow, it sounds like you have a very big agenda for 2026, so come back with some updates. Nice to see you, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it.